Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to the show. We're out here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. Got my good buddy here, Luke Clayton.
Yep, glad to be here.
Jeff Rice, glad to join you this week for this week's adventure. We are sitting on my buggy, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about buggies and kind of how cool they are. And I mean, four-wheelers are great, they get you around, but I tell you what, when you want to do a little kind of a spot and stalk with a vehicle, these electric buggies,
They're the way to go, Jeff. They really are. You know, I have a buggy, folks, just like this, that our friend Ken Blackstock, Plano Golf Carts up in Plano, he takes a basic golf cart and he jacks it up and puts about a 10-horse electric motor, which I think they come with maybe a 3-horse. It's a light motor. Puts that heavy-duty suspension on them, puts a bed on the back and a rack in the front. Not a lot of dollars like you'd think some of the brand name electric vehicles are quite expensive. But you know, I don't know, $7,000-8,000, and these things, we took mine, which is like this except older, 6 years. Took it up to Steamboat on our elk and bear hunts, Jeff, and I'm talking about camp is down here. We're hunting up there about 2 miles up the mountain,
right?
And loaded up with 2 or 3 guys. One time, and I was talking to Ken about this recently. Ken's brother Ken is not a small man. He's got some weight, and his brother is bigger than he is. His brother arrowed a bear, about a 250-pound black bear. We had the bear on top up here, folks. It's just like a normal golf cart. We had the bear up here. We had my buddy, Ken, and his brother, and me.
You had it loaded down
on one of these. And we're not going through a nice road. We're going through the back country.
Right.
And come up to camp, they said, I wish we had a video camera to film you guys. But anyway, yeah, they're really solid, and they're quiet. You do have to charge them. And but the set of batteries on mine last 6 years. They last forever.
Yeah, and on a full charge, this thing I'll literally go all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my wife and I will be driving around on the ranch, just going here, there, and everywhere. And, I mean, you'll go all weekend without having to charge the thing, and they're quite sweet.
Well, Jeff, since we have your rifle here.
Yes. That's
all ready and sighted in, we have the Photon RT on it, which also doubles as a day scope.
You bet.
You flip a switch, and it's also a digital night scope that we've both killed a lot of hogs with, not thermal.
Right.
Always point that out. About 500, a little more than $500. See, instead of.
That's a hog killing machine. That's done us well over the last 30, 45 days. Has killed several hogs.
So you bet.
Yeah. So we're just going to take a little ride around here. Sometimes it's fun just to do a spot and stalk where you don't have to walk.
Exactly.
We can ride this buggy. Yeah. And my wife and I all the time would drive up on hogs everywhere. So we thought, Luke and I thought, it's the feeders just went off, and we're just going to go drive around, check out a few feeders, and we're going to come back to you here in a little bit. We're going to take a little commercial break, and we're going to come back. We're going to be driving around, and then when we get back, I'm going to show you a little bit more about this buggy. We'll get some better videos of the buggy itself, and how you can get one yourself and who you can reach out to get one, because these things are fantastic. They're quiet. I mean, I have to drive up on hogs all the time, and they're just amazing.
Yep.
They're an amazing vehicle.
And I mentioned Plano Golf Carts, PlanoGolfCarts.com.
That's right.
Ken Blackstock up in Plano.
Yes, sir.
He does these things, and
we'll take a little closer look at him here in a little bit. Let's go hunt.
Let's do it, buddy.
All right, we'll be right back.
Lone Star Pawn and Bargain Center, 6509 I-30 on the Frontage Road in Greenville. Your one-stop shop for TVs, electronics, computers, and gaming systems. Lone Star Pawn offers a giant selection of hunting, fishing, outdoor gear, and firearms. We've got everything from lawn and garden equipment and job site tools to musical instruments. For the best deals and pawn rates in town, come see us on the south side of the Frontage Road in Greenville.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign, Henley Auto Supply, 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply, 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right part to keep your vehicle running. Backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
That's always a good sign.
Does that mean there are hogs in the area?
All right, back to hunting. All right, folks. Well, we've been riding around here. We've seen some deer. We have not seen a hog yet this morning, and we thought we'd just stop here. We're down here by the creek, and we got a feeder just 100 yards from here. We just checked and didn't see anything, but this is kind of where we catch our fish down here at the dock and do our little fish fries down here at the fire pit over there. But we want to talk a little bit more about the buggy. So Luke, I'm gonna let you kind of jump in here and kind of point some things out on these buggies.
Well, I'd be glad to. Like I say, my friend and Jeff's buddy, Ken Blackstock in Plano, starts out with just a basic golf cart and big tires, heavy suspension, we'll show that bed in just a bit, but puts a bed on it, 10 horse motor. I believe it's right at 10 horses. It's like 3 times as powerful as what comes on it. Heavy duty springs. Now this thing, folks, up in Colorado, mine is just like, this is Jeff's unit here. Mine is just like this, but no kidding. We have used mine, hauled it to Colorado for 6 years, and go up, well, probably drive it 4 miles a day up in the mountains. Now what they're not made for is, if say you want to go through a bog or something, they're not made for that. They're made for a hard surface road.
Right.
They're not 4-wheel drive, but for Texas use, I think Ken told me 20 miles on a full charge of batteries. These things have, and speaking of full charge of battery, we got you know, heavy duty batteries on the thing. I use mine every day. Use it around the house a lot. Say I want to haul something around. We live on about 4 acres, you know, and very, very handy. But you can learn more about these by going online to plainogolfcarts.com and give Ken a call. Sometimes he has recently rebuilt ones, you know, and then he'll have one that comes in and he'll redo it and then sell it. So you can get some deals on it. Jeff got a good deal on this one. How long have you had this? A couple of years, Jeff?
Couple of years now, yep. It's a little bit dusty because it's been dry out here, but
we've been using it, yeah.
We've been using it.
But anyway, this is a viable option to spending $16,000, $18,000 on a unit, you know, something to drive off-road or around your ranch or your home. So we'll call it a commercial if you want to. It's really just a good friend of mine, Ken Blackstock, that builds these things. And I've been very, very happy with mine, and
as have I.
Yep.
Unbelievable. These things are super amazing.
So anyway, go by and Ken's there in Plano, but go by and he'll put you in one of these, drive it, test it out. I know he called me last week. He had one that carries 6 people, a bigger unit. This, you could put 6 on this one too with the seat back there, but it's a little bit bigger unit. I haven't seen it, but yeah, from time to time he gets some pretty good deals on them. So check them out, folks. You know,
let's flip this thing up here. We'll take a look at how that works.
Yep. Take this stuff back, pack off of here and set it up here. Now this is a bed on this thing, and just, you know, it folds up and makes a seat. But just last night, see this piece right here? We had killed a hog with a bow last night. We put him on here and tied him up. There's your seat.
A little dusty, but yeah, we tie animals right there and haul them. That's exactly what we did when we shot that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
Keep things clean down low instead of messing up the front part.
Yep.
Awesome unit though, Jeff. They really are.
Yes, sir.
I could not be more pleased with mine. You know.
For me, they are quite an amazing vehicle, and the stealthiness of them, which is really cool because you can quietly drive. So we're going to continue on. I've got a couple feeders to hit here, but let's continue our little adventure here, and maybe we can get on a hog. And if not, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning. The sun is just starting to come up here at the Bucking Bass Ranch, and me and my buddy are going to go see if we can't get on something. So stick with us, and we'll be right back.
You betcha.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with hassles. It can be that way again at Tire Pros.
Folks, we're back. We had our fun. We were riding around the buggy this morning trying to find us a hog. They eluded us. Saw a lot of deer.
A lot of deer, Jeff.
No hogs this morning, but we sure had fun riding around on the buggy. And man, I tell you what, these things are great for doing a little quiet spot and stalk, aren't they, buddy?
Sneak in, and what we did, not so much just from the road, but you know, they're like back behind us here. There's a feeder 100 yards back in there. We'd stop and then sneak out on foot. You know, it's just a fun way. We have pork in the cooler right now. Last night I shot one with a bow, so you know, it's not like we don't have some good pork to eat, but this is a fun way to.
It sure is.
You know, yeah, it's to break the change up a little bit from stand hunting, and you get to see a lot of stuff. And while we were out here, of course, we're always looking for rubs and scrapes and stuff like that. A little scouting, you know, for deer season, right? Yes.
Well, let's take a commercial break, and we'll come back, and I'm going to show you a hunt I did out here a year or so back. So let's do that, and then we'll be right back. Well, welcome to the Bucking Bass Ranch, folks. I just got to the blind. The feeder's already gone off, and as you see, there's a rabbit in there. So I hear some hogs off in the distance. I'll bet you anything they come in. So I gotta kind of keep it quiet here, but we're hopeful to get some pork tonight. So you all hang tight, and we'll be back here, hopefully with a hog. Quick night here. was, looked like a good shot. 3 nice porkers came in. Boy, I gave them a little time, kind of settle down. I think we got a hog down. I thought I heard something crash back there. Let's hope so. We're gonna give her about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then we'll go look. So stick with me here at the Buck and Bass. Bull running. The other 2 ran to my left here. They went off in a distance, but I heard one go back that way. It ran into a few things, so I think it's back there. Let's hope so. My wife's hunting in another blind. Hopefully she'll get a crack at one tonight. Beautiful night. All right, we'll be back here shortly. We got a broken arrow here. And he ran off that direction, so we're gonna give it a minute. Look at the mosquitoes. Oh my goodness. Mosquitoes are everywhere. All right, we're gonna go take a look. We'll be back. Well, I just found him. You know what? Lesson learned is stay on the blood trail. Always stay on the blood trail. Got him. Whew. Nice little porker. You, my friend, or sausage? All right, gotta figure out how to get him out of here. Whew. I'm back in here a ways, so before it gets dark, I'm gonna go do a little scouting, so we'll be back. Okay, folks, well, we're back to camp. Not a monster by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what? I tell you what, that is a porker for the smoker. We're gonna, actually, I'm gonna, as I called it earlier, sausage. I'm gonna make some sausage out of this guy, so. All right, I got some work to do, so until next time, we'll see you boar hunting here at the Buck and Bass Ranch.
Get back to when being on the move was carefree. Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed.
Well, Jeff, I tell you, bud, this was fun. I enjoyed the hunt yesterday from conventional means, from the stand with the bow, and I'm going to enjoy some chili from that wild porker even more, and riding around in our buggy and doing the little spot and stalk, or stalk. We didn't spot. We were looking, but a lot of fun, Jeff, and thanks for inviting me down here, buddy.
Yeah, well, thank you, and folks, we want to thank you for tuning in each week to our show. And I mean, do we not have fun doing this
It's
stuff?
fun, and it's a lifestyle that both of us have been doing all of our lives, the outdoors. I'm in my upper 60s, and I'm closer to 70 than I am 60. I get as fired up about this, folks, today as I did when I was 17. So if you can get someone else involved in the outdoors, it doesn't have to be hog hunting. It can be whatever.
Dove hunting,
taking wildlife pictures, whatever. Just get out here and enjoy it. I mean, it's here for us, and you don't have to own a lot of land. There's all kind of Hagerman National Wildlife Refuge up at Texoma. There's all kind of places you can go to get out. So I'd say do it. Get out here with us and have some fun.
you bet. So thank you again for joining us, and please like and share our show on Friendly News. And next week we'll have another exciting adventure. No telling what it'll be, but I promise you it'll be worth watching. From Luke and myself, we want to thank you all once again. Until next week, happy fun in the outdoors.
Exactly.